using this week for my manicure of choice. I've used one coat of this from Poundland, the base coat and ridge filler, and then the hard candy scam, and this is one coat so far, and I may just well put two, but I don't think I need to. I don't feel I need to put two, but I think I shall. And but I don't know whether I'm going to do it tonight, because oh well, I probably will. I think it's drying quite quickly, but it's a one coat one. I never actually had scam from the original, but this is the original formula, the new revised edition that Walmart have put out, but it's the same formula as the original nail polish, so yeah, it's very good. Well, I've put two coats on my thumb, but it still looks more or less the same, so I might just do it on my little finger, but I can't say I've noticed any difference, so I think that's good to go with just one coat. So yeah, very pleased with that so far. And there's a little jelly ring that actually gets over my knuckle on my little finger, which those new ones from the Just Nails range never do, those hard plastic ones. This is a little bendable jelly ring. And I like the iridescent effect. I'm not usually keen on these iridescent type colour changing, not colour changing, but you know what I mean, where they go like it's got blue in a purple, but I do actually like this one. Yeah, very nice. Like a sort of petrol effect. Yes, nice. See how this one goes on throughout the week. See, I put two coats on my little finger here and on the middle finger, but you can't really see any difference between the one coat one. So yeah, that's very, very good. There, one coat. Does it match this food sachet? Does it match the food sachet? I don't know. What does somebody think? What does somebody think? Oh, what a tiny little cat. Very small. I put a top coat on this thumbnail to see how it compares, to the others, to see whether I actually need a top coat. And I just put another coat on this thumb, but all the rest on there have one coat. Apart from, I think I might have put two on there. You see the duotone effect from purple to blue. Oh, it's quite nice. I don't usually like this, but I do in this one.
Don't try to change me in any way. You don't own me. Don't tie me down, 'cause I never stay.
On Twitter it says, wow.
Do we turn it right off?
Yeah, the music is good today. That's Fallout Boy. This is Scott News.
Sometimes it takes a long time to start. I'll keep turning it off again. So this is what I'm using. The Scam by Hard Candy. I don't know if you can see the duotone. This radio is still... Hang on. Sorry. Oh, this is irritating. Classic FM on. It might be a little bit calmer. So this is what I'm using today. Scam by Hard Candy. There's the little jelly ring that you get with this one. And like I say, these ones actually fit me. I can push them down, whereas the hard plastic ones on the Just Nails won't go down further than there, that knuckle. I'll show you the brush, and then I'll keep you updated through the week to see how well it does. There's the Hard Candy brush. It's a little bit longer, narrower than I'd actually like, but it's yeah, it's very nice. I've never actually used this one before. It's not the one of the originals because it hasn't got the red heart on the back. It's one of the 20th. Oh, I've probably already said this. It's the 20th anniversary. One of the 20th anniversary ones. This is one. Scam was one of the original ones. Sky was the first, and then Scam would have come out not long after, I presume. I don't really know much about that one. Only what I've found out recently, but I'm pleased I've got it, and it's a really good formula. 1 coat nail polish. I've used 2 coats on my thumbs, and I think on this little finger, but the rest of 1 coat. Now I haven't put any. Hang on, let me just give it a quick polish. I'll just give it a quick rub on myself. I haven't used a top coat. I just used a top coat on this actual thumb, this one. But not this one. There's two coats on both and a top coat on this thumb, and I don't think it makes much of a difference. I've probably already shown this, but I always think you get a... Well, the sun was out when I put the webcam on, but it's gone in now, so I always think you get a better representation when the sun's out. But hoping that does well. It should. I can see it showing up because it's dark nail polish. But yeah, it is. It's got blue in it, blue and purple in the same one, and it is quite effective because I've already said I don't usually like the duo-toned, duochrome or whatever. Certainly not the bronzy green ones. I'm not keen on. But this is quite pretty. I didn't think I'd like it very much, but I do. I do like it. So yeah, pleased with that. Hard Candy Scam. There's the thing to switch it off. Surprisingly enough, I just remembered this. I don't know, because I'm such a completist, I know, and probably say things that's not even important. But well, I've often talked about the Hard Candy rings and how on the Just Nails versions they just fall off if you turn the bottle upside down, whereas on the original ones they stayed on. Well, these little jelly rings, unfortunately, I don't know, but as you see, unfortunately it does fall off. Well, not unless you tap it. But on the original bottles, like if I'd bought if I could find one of the Scam ones that came out 20 years ago, and I was lucky enough to be able to find one of those with its jelly ring intact, I bet you anything that would not just come loose and fall off and disengage so readily. Like, at least it's not falling completely off. The Just Nails one, you turn it upside down and it just comes down immediately. But yeah. So, do you like these? That was from the 99p store when it was open. Another nice thing from the 99p store. I'll stick the hair up with that, so that's up out of the way. So yes, just another little thing to say about the difference between the 20th anniversary ones that's out now and the original ones. The ring would not have come loose and fallen off so easily. And I know some people it probably doesn't matter at all, but when you're a completist, like sugar. When you're like me, you like things to be how they like when they say everything is the same as it was in the 20th year, 20 years ago. You expect them to be the same, and when you're a bit obsessive and you think, well, hang on, they're not exactly the same. And also, of course, they haven't got the red heart on the back. And I've probably already done a video that's gone on far too long talking about other incidental stuff, that's yeah, signing off. Oh dear.
5 years, and sometimes 10 years to say, you're a connected party, you took money out.
Nail polish update. I'm at my friend's house, so it's even more washed out. Sorry about that, but oh dear. Hasn't even seen out the first day of wear. It's chipped there. So, it's not a good sign. I'll have to, touch that up later, and I've got a bit of shrink back from the tips. But then, of course, this is the trouble with dark nail polishes. They always end up looking tatty after a couple of days. It's not even made it through the day. But that could be because that nail was maybe slightly chipped and I had to file it. So I'm not going to condemn it, because hard candy is usually pretty good. The 20th anniversary ones are, because they've got the original formula. So I shall allow for this. And I shall touch that up later, and then we'll start afresh and see how it goes on throughout the week. I should be recording now. Oh yes, it is good. Right. I touched that up, that chip on there, as you can see, and so I was disappointed with that, and now it looks like my thumbnails I've got shrink back. So this is the trouble, when you get a really nice, I only applied this, when was it? We're Friday now, I applied it Wednesday night, and it chipped yesterday, the first day of wear. But it is really pretty. It's got this blue, as I've said many times, I don't usually like this sort of duotone nail polish. Like, you sometimes get bronze and green, like brown and green ones, and I'm not keen on it. But for some reason, I do like this one. I think it's really nice. And if I get so washed out now. I've got to make sure there's no dark. I've got to make sure I'm not wearing dark colours, because then if I am, that washes it out. So I still don't know if it's right, because I'm looking down on it. My nails are showing up, but whether everything else looks completely bleached, I don't know. I can't see. But yeah, I wish the webcam would pick up the the blue in here. It's not just dull purple on its own. There's a real blue flash, and it actually does translate to the nails, which it doesn't always with those sort of nail polishes. But yeah, I'm gonna have to touch it up, because it's chipped there and shrink back from. That's a shame. It is a shame, but that's what happens, unfortunately. But I find most dark nail polishes, they end up looking, after a day of wear, even just one day, they end up looking quite tatty, because this is what happens. You get the shrink back from the tips, and then you get chippage as well. Is that a word? Chippage? Was it chipping? Oh, I ought to just be quiet. You can see the duochrome effect. I really like this scan. But it's a shame that you get the shrink back tip wear after a day. But looks nice. So I'm in a public toilet at Marks and Spencer's, and there's people trying to come in. Oh dear. Stop looking at my nails. Isn't it stupid? Scam after nearly a week. Just chipped around the edges. It still looks pretty good though. Apart from this one, and it's not too bad though for nearly a week's wear. Putting my hands in soil and had bags of compost and mucking about in the garden with plants and things. Here we are, here's Scam in the bath. Lovely effect of the blue. I've never seen another nail polish exactly like Scam. Here we are, nearly a week later. Just chipped round there, and we've got a bit of tip wear from the middle now, but apart from that, I think it's done really well. So pretty.